Hey, what's up, everybody? Thunderfist 1978 coming at you here on a Thursday evening. Hope everybody's had a great day so far. Guys, it's been a couple of days, and I was only planning on being on not streaming for one day, but then yesterday hit, and my energy was just wasn't there. And to be honest, I just wasn't feeling very well since I went to the arcade yesterday. But I'm feeling much better now and ready to jump back into Project Cross Zone 2. Had to turn my fan on. It's getting kind of toasty in here. So when we last left off, the Dragon Turtle had just been repaired again, and they've teleported to another location. We don't know where yet, but that's where we're picking it up tonight. And not even sure what units we're gonna have to fight, but I do know we're in for one of the best opening themes in the history of gaming, in my opinion. And we are ready to rock and roll. I'm really hoping Sylphie comes up soon. We're back in cyberspace. Whoa, where are we? Still in cyberspace. Just like we were in the world. Only now we're in our time. And look, right where we picked up the same signal as the shards. Gold chains. I think we've got other things to worry about. Look over there. It looks like black bubbles. What are those? Black visual noise and transparent bubbly bits. That's Ida. I'm sure of it. So that's Ida. I've never seen it before. You said it was a dangerous system caused by AI gone berserk? I think it's not so much part of the system itself as it is a type of computer virus. If it infects you, You gain power beyond the game's usual limits, but at the cost of your sanity. And you don't want to know what happens as the infection progresses. Ugh. Why do viruses always gotta be so virusy? The problem is, what is it doing in our time period cyberspace? I can't believe the infection has spread this far across time. Maybe it wasn't the world where the Star Gladiator's Hayato Kanzaki was infected. You think he was infected here? No, it couldn't be. Now that we know Ida is here in our time, we can't deny the possibility. I'll contact the commando team and get this area sealed off. But before that, let me guess, Captain. You want us to do something about the Ida and the chains here, right? And those yellow egg-looking things. Are those yellow egg-looking things a new type of Ida? I'll go take care of them. No, wait. Those are Miru Toraeru. They defend cyberspace from threats. Don't touch them. That's right. I forgot some of us haven't been here before. Those things will attack you if you get too close. Just leave them alone and you'll be fine. How we handle this is up to you. But I'd suggest one group take the left and one take the right. 5 teams on each side. A discerning strategy. The whole area looks messed up. Keep your guard up, and don't let anything take you by surprise. Okay, so no. No unequipped solo units. Huh. Are there no chests at all? Nope, not that I can see. Of course, we have no idea what the enemies are going to be like either. Uh-oh. Got a little too close. Okay, so the enemies are strong. No bosses yet, so it's not going to really be to our detriment if we use supers. Wait. Okay, so there are 2 enemies on this side. What about the other side? Okay, 2 on each side. 4 now. I want to stress the 4 now. We know it's not going to stay that way.
悪を見過ごすことはできない。効率を重視しなければならん。片付けるぞ。了解。ミッション開始だ。天才攻撃だ。サイバーブルー。キャプテンストーン。これで完成だ。キャプテンコリドー。正義は勝つ。セイバー。これで決める。なんて耐久力だ。今のに耐えるなんて。
You see that Ida glow on it, X? That tells me everything I need to know.
あなた、その悪事記を手放すつもり？この刀は危険だ。俺が持っておいた方がいい。今武器を失ってどうする？行くぞ。ついてないわね。あんた、武器を切る。もらった。見えた。おとなしく。手裏剣。終わりを外さない。あんたの運命は決まったわ。遅い。手裏剣ビスカリバー。
Let's finish it off.
遊びは終わりだ。長者必滅。滅びよ。これから逃げられはせん。
I would assume this would finish it.
逃げまい。地獄へ落ちろ。
Barely.
終わりだ。汚れた白よ。静かに眠れ。サイファーには魂魄を吸う力はないの？ありはしない。切れさえすればいい。
The Ida signal is growing larger and stronger. Something is warping here. Where's it coming from? Until we figure that out, there may not be any point in shutting this area down. Great. Kurohagane. Huh? Isn't that... Kurohagane! How? I thought we destroyed it! Huh? Why is there an Ida signal? The cyborg. It was there with Hayato, wasn't it? You don't suppose... That's when it was infected by Ida? But we destroyed it. We saw its pieces get tossed off the ship. Hey, welcome in, Cloud. Good to see you tonight. How's your day been? Aku Jiki. I'm pretty sure this is the real Kurohagane. Someone must have repaired it. When we destroyed it on the Balrog, its pieces were thrown overboard. How could they find something that's scattered from such a great height? That was in Basil, right? Isn't Basil connected to cyberspace? Wait, are you saying Ida itself possessed the cyborg's parts and rebuilt it? Is that even possible? 3 hours of sleep and a double espresso, but you're good. Well, I'll tell you what. I was gearing up to stream yesterday. Went to an arcade that I've been going to lately, and I just felt so drained while I was there. I don't know exactly what happened. I think it was a combination of maybe fatigue and dehydration, but I drank quite a bit of water when I got back. So, you know, I'm feeling better, feeling good tonight. Hopefully that will continue through the rest of the weekend. Because I'm not going to be streaming next weekend, so I'm hoping to stream every day up until then. We'll see how that goes. Well, yeah. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday next week I won't be on, but I'm planning to stream every day up until then. I just got to remember to drink more water. Additional warp energy confirmed. No Ida signal detected. Great. Now who's crashing the party? Remnants of Sigma's army. Could they have some connection to Ida? My space detector is detecting faint traces of Ida. Further details are unknown at this point. So, there's a tiny bit of Ida, but not as much as Kurohagane? Maybe they were only recently infected. Either way, we still need to defeat them. That's right, Sakura. The best time to fight a cold is when you first notice the early symptoms. I like that quote. Somehow, I doubt Ida goes away with just sleep and orange juice. I don't see Vile. Is Is it just a coincidence that there are Maverick Reploids here? Ah, cool. I don't like this. Are we sure there's nothing more to this than an Ida infection? Agreed. I suspect that there's someone else propping the cyborg up. Maybe Shadaloo, maybe Oma, or maybe something else entirely.
行くわよ。
行こうエリカ君。
Either way, first things first. Wait. I should have considered doing that before.
俺の憲法は無敵。貴様も強いんだろうな。ジェミニー、ちょっとやりづらいから戻ってきて。
修行の邪魔はさせん。一気に行こう。投げる。この強さ、64ビット級。
64 bits of strength. When he gets to grab it.
精進が足りませんでした。
So there's no boss yet. But we've still got to be cautious.
若い頃思い出すのキルちゃん。
お互いまだ振り返るような年でもないだろう。正々堂々と勝負だ。
三船流憲法。
こいつを全力で叩き込む。寝てろ、キレ味。どうだ。ショータイムや。
This won't finish it off, but it'll bring us close. Not to mention, I just love this whole animation.
勝負はつける。必ずな。うせろ。次はきっちり落とし前つけたる。
That image of Kiryu kicking with that little crescent near his foot. That's the actual cover art for the Japanese version of the original Ryuga Gotoku. That's one of the reasons I like that attack so much, is because it's literally the cover of the original game of my favorite series of all time at this point.
行きます。待っててください。
お楽しみはこれからやで。
浄化の炎よ。回ります。
By the way, I do have a poll. I'm going to be opening a Discord really soon regarding an upcoming stream that I'm going to ask the community to vote on.
エステリーゼ様、あまり過激なことは。
私だって姫としていろいろ磨いているんですよ、フレン。
ピッカピカだぜエステル。いろいろ眩しいほどにな。勝負だ。OK。
So do be looking for that really soon. And of course they don't get to counter. But they will.
このくらい平気なんだから。おせっかいを焼かせてもらうわ。逃がさないわ。金券。遠征権の真髄よ。
叩き落とす。風車隊。ゲロ、覚悟しろ。ご連絡。
Hopefully I don't end up regretting this.
今こそ。
I don't think so yet though.
分身。総故障。これにて決する。覚悟。来流気象客。よし。各。再戦したくば来い。キル。
Oh, I forgot Kuro Hagane's on there. I got lucky. And he didn't attack. If he had, that would have been a super that I couldn't have gotten out of.
ミッション開始だ。決めるぞ。最後は私だ。キャプテンコレド。差し通す。燃えろ。
弱点武器を見つけなければ。
They won't be able to counter because they don't have enough SP. Let's see. Now, I'll save that for now.
わしじゃな。
Actually, no, I'll have them go ahead and attack.
修行の日々ってものはアキネがこの戦いを修行って言えるのは感心するぜ。
わしを見てキュンとせい。
俺のクンフーが高まるとで。
天に代わってお仕置きじゃ。
そこだ。まだ立ち上がるのか。
Okay, I gotta find somebody who can heal status ailments.
幸ある。
Well, doesn't look like anyone can heal status ailments. That should be against the law, in my opinion.
俺のクンフーを高める。
これは映画よりスリリングかもね。協力して倒しましょう。
俺の拳を受けな。
これが積み上げたクンフーよ。
All right, let's super.
この時が来た。いざ参らん。まだ終わらぬ。今こそ攻撃運針総故障。 我闇より来たりて。でや。終わりだ。
I didn't think they'd be able to take it down,
未だ未熟。
but I knew they were gonna come close.
参ります。
Okay, they
俺
cannot.
の憲法は無敵。貴様も強いんだろうな。
ジェミニ、ちょっとやりづらいから戻ってきて。
Yeah, what's up with Gemini's alter ego?
パンツァー。
Either way,
一人の男は今日も行く。
good.
ジェミニ、行くわよ。勝利のポーズ、イエスだ。決め。
Tomorrow's a home run. That's a fun skill name.
勝負だ。
Uh-oh.
天に使いのひね君よ。わかりました。
How can that be the real Kuro Hagane when he's got so few hit points?
また二人と旅ができて。
仕方ねえな。ギルドの仕事としてお姫様を守りますか。なら僕は騎士として二人を守るよ。
Unless he's actually not a boss caliber enemy.
任せておけば。 くらえ奥義焼き尽くす
私だって負けません。清き聖断セクシーセブン。
友人賞当たれ
体力が有り余ってるみたいだな。
I'm gonna let the next attack, and it looks like it's gonna be Kiryu and Majima
よし
get in a super. If they even need it.
言葉で言って分かるやつじゃなさそうだ。
覚悟はできてるさ。協力して戦うんだ。
They're kind of under leveled, so I'm glad they're handling this.
ショータイムや遊びはなしだ。いつもより多い
Because I do want to see them get their level up.
正気うわ
Come on, Kiryu, finish it off.
勝負はつける必ずな見せろ
少しはやるじゃないか。
Well, that's disappointing. But at least they did level up. At least there's that.
了解。
どう倒すか
Hey,
が問
welcome
題
in,
だ
Diesel Girl. How you
やる
doing
ことは変わらないわ。
tonight? Good to see you.
まずは出花をくじかないと誰よ仕掛けるぞ
So, you know, even though I wasn't feeling the best after my excursion to the arcade yesterday, I did have a very productive day at the arcade. So at least there's that.
活路を開くわ。
I am now. I was planning to stream yesterday, but then while I was at the arcade, I guess it was a combination of fatigue and dehydration, but I really wasn't feeling the greatest. But
片付いたな次へ行くぞレオ
the good news is I got a buttload of tickets yesterday. Like around 25,000
私はここだ
in the $100 that I spent. I'm gunning for a prize that's pretty high value, and that'll go a long way towards it. But I'm still less than a third of the way there. Not much below a third, but still under a third. But it's gonna be so worth it if everything works out.
相手が相手だ無茶をする
Yeah,
なよ
thanks. I appreciate it. I do feel a lot
その
better
時は
today,
君が止めて
tonight.
くれ。ゼロ。
今が正義を貫く時だ
Oh wow, we're down to only 3% cross points. We definitely are gonna need more than that.
燃えろ決めるぞ最後は私だキャプテンコルド正義は勝つ決める敵の撃破に成功データを取っておくか
今の敵から特殊武器が取れたら役に立ちそうだ。
私ね。
Wait, what? Yeah, let's get rid of that one.
その刀己を滅ぼす前に始末しろ。そうはいかない。悪時期の呪われた力覚悟の上だ。
I
自
mean,
分の仕事は果たす。
it may be lower hit points right now than anything else, but it started off with 11,000 hit points. So if I let it remain on the map, it's gonna do some damage when it gets its turn to attack. So I'm just gonna eliminate that possibility right there.
無理はしない。切れさえすればいい。
行きます。
All right, now what can they? Okay, looks like they've only got one enemy they can attack.
大神さん、大神さん、頑張れ大神さん。
君も頑張らなきゃダメだよ。エリカ君。
That's funny.
遅れないでよクリス。
Oh, that's right. It's Sakura who
ご機嫌のラインダンス。
よし
it's Sakura who has the crush on Segata Sanshiro, not Erika.
行くぞ
But I thought there was someone else she talked about. I wonder how Segata feels about that. Oh well. It is now the enemy's turn. Let's see what they can manage to do.
少しもらっちまったがこれからだ
Okay, so Kuro Hagane is not boss caliber. If he was, he would have done a super there.
奥義を受けてみろふん手強いな新横須賀港を思い出す
お前片木の学生やろどんだけ喧嘩してきたんじゃ俺も若い頃を思い出す
So that was Ida itself? Then Kuro Hagane must have been a cyberspace ghost or something like that. At least we were lucky we got to take care of it here. I suppose, in that we prevented that Ida from spreading further. Oh Lord, look who it is. I don't know what the chains are doing all the way out here, but at least the intel checked out. Hey, it's Pony Baloney. So Oma's tracked the chains this far too. You! How did you get here before us? Just lucky, I guess. Oh, that and our magnificent doctor and her flying machine. Wait, did he trick me into coming out here? That's sneaky no good. What's this horsey getting so upset about? Tricked you? What do you mean? Dokumezu, who told you about the chains here? No one. A likely story. Does anything about this seem strange to you, Nick? Indeed. His reaction would indicate that the info that led him here came from a source he doesn't trust. In other words, someone who Oma doesn't normally have ties with. Or some party who wanted us and Oma to be in the same place at the same time. Wipe that smug look off your face, Spikes for Brains. If anyone's lucky to be here, it's us. Lucky? Why? Lucky for him, specifically. Yeah, I like it. Who knew there was anything else as wicked as the gold chains? Ranmaru, what are you doing here? Huh. That Skullface dude was working with Omas, so I suppose we should have expected this guy too. Why are all the rabbits we meet so disreputable? I guess foxers are the only ones you can trust. Ha! What could be more reputable than bringing a great man back to life? Hello, Irene Divine. Thank you so much for the raid. What were you up to tonight? Thank you for shouting them out, Diesel Girl. Ocarina of Time. I have yet to ever finish that game. Unfortunately, a lot of that has to do with the fact that I accidentally watched a stream that spoiled something for me as far as an item that I was never able to get. And unfortunately, now I would never be able to say that I beat it on my own metal. But, you know, it was just down to one item. If I could just have figured it out. But maybe one of these days I'll go back and pick it back up. I know, right? But I do have a gold cartridge of it, so at least there's that. And whenever I get whenever I get the N64 module for the Polymega, I'm looking forward to backing that up along with the rest of my N64 library, which isn't huge, but I've got some good games for it, like the Japanese version of Flying Dragon, Wonder Project J2, Quest 64 is another one. I've never actually even played Quest 64. One of these days I will get around to that though. But I think I may put it off until I can actually back it up on the Polymega, because I'm just really happy that there's a way to preserve games now, like, you know, games for that platform and several others. You know, especially the disc-based games, because disc rot has become a real worry for me nowadays. So I'm glad that there's a system out there like the Polymega that can not only play games from those systems, but actually preserve them. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I wondered if you were part of the Kokiri Forest. I appreciate you stopping in. Yeah, as soon as I found out Sweetheart Alley was making her own team, I knew I wanted to be part of it. I mean, she's one of my favorite people ever, and her community is just full of such amazing people. So I knew it was going to be a team just chock full of great people. So I really appreciate that you chose me to raid into tonight. For anybody that doesn't know me, I am. Give me just a second. Thunderfist 1978. I'm a variety streamer. I mainly like to play. I'm big into retro games, but as you can see, I also like playing games. That are more modern. And this one right here that we're playing dates back to, well, it came out in 2015 in Japan. Came out here in the States in 2016. And we are playing it on original hardware. So we are playing it on an actual 3DS. Yeah, sure are. Everybody's awesome in the team so far that I've connected with, but there are a lot of people that I don't know. Yeah, I try to do that whenever possible, but sometimes, like for some of the older games, if I can back them up on my Polymega or Retro Freak, for the sake of convenience, a lot of times I'll just use those, like I said, just to be more convenient. All right, so Ranmaru here. Ha! What could be more reputable than bringing a great man back to life? No. Nobunaga Oda, the general who once terrorized New York? Nobunaga, huh? I always wanted to meet him, but not like this. What are you up to, Ranmaru? Why are you helping Oma? The gold chains, huh? I see. So, they really are connected to all this. They've got the power to bring back souls. Souls like mine. But it seems they can't restore every soul to life, and that includes Lord Nobunaga. Ranmaru, Nobunaga is gone. His soul is inside Shinjiro now. Shut up! Just shut up, Gemini Sunrise. I won't believe it. There's no way Lord Nobunaga would abandon his dream. Thank you so much for the follow. We do have anonymous follows here. That way, if folks prefer to just sit back and vibe, and don't really care so much about taking part in the chat, you're free to do that. Or if you want to take part in the discussion, feel free to do that as well. We try to accommodate everyone, regardless of what your preferences may be. Let's see. I won't believe it. There's no way Lord Nobunaga would abandon his dream. I want to be a voice actor. That's I have met several voice actors, and some of them have complimented me on some of the voices I've done. Like I met David Hayter back in 2017, and he complimented me on my Solid Snake voice, which made my life. Yeah, I did do some voice work on a Super Mario RPG video that's on YouTube, and the plan was for there to be like a series of them, but it's on hiatus at the moment because the guy who was playing the game and getting the footage together, he's on hiatus from playing the game right now. But one of the videos that he put up, I voiced the Chancellor of the Mushroom Kingdom and also the Hammer Brother on his video. And I'm supposed to do at least one more voice, that being the shopkeeper that Mallow buys a cricket pie from. Make sure your grandpa gets this. He needs it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I do like to do my own voiceover when I'm playing a game like this where there's text but no speech. Now, there is plenty of speech in this game, but as you can see, it's not always provided. Not every line is voiced. And whenever there's a line that's not voiced, I'll do the voiceover. Unless there's some certain things that get said. Some things that, I think you might have an idea what I'm talking about. In that case, I'll try to find an alternative that's less offensive. But there's not a whole lot of worry of that in this game. But there is a lot of humor and a lot of pop culture references. That's just one of the things I love about it. Oh, thank you so much. The compliments mean so much to me. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I'll never forgive you for what you did, Gemini. How you took pity on me during our battle. Maru. No matter if I die, no matter if I live once more, I'll never stop hating you. He's not listening to a thing we say, is he? Gemini, you must steal your heart. There is only one path left to us. I know that. No matter if I die, no matter if I live once more, I'll never stop hating you. I can tell who this is. I like that. Wait a minute. It might be someone else, and if so, I'm going to need to change this voice up. That voice! It is Vile, okay. I thought it might be another character, but Vile, I think this voice for Vile works okay. So the whole cast is finally here. Splendid. You're the one who was here with Zagi. Zagi? Oh, right, him. So sorry, but he wasn't able to make it today. I didn't want any unknown variables to get involved. It really is. So here's the deal. Project Cross Zone all kicked off on the PS2 with Namco Cross Capcom. In this game, it's just Namco and Capcom characters. But when it came over to the 3DS, they got Sega into the mix. And with Project Cross Zone 1 and 2, it's been all Capcom, Namco, and Sega. And in this game, there's a few Fire Emblem characters in there too. So you could throw Nintendo in the mix as well. At least if you're talking about Fire Emblem. There's no other Nintendo characters involved though. Just in case you were wondering. So it's no coincidence that you're here now, is it? Yeah, like that guy Crom that you saw earlier. He's from Fire Emblem. Indeed not. I've been waiting for you, X. I needed you to come here, you see. And for that, I needed the gold chains to react as well. You call it salvage, I believe. Nay! Then you're the one who fed Oma that intel. That I did. I needed to make sure X knew that collecting the gold chains energizes them. How dare you! Using us as bait? Don't like it? Don't fall for it. Here, I'll show you something interesting. Something interesting? Vile, what have you done? Breaking news! Vile is now giving off IDA readings that are off the charts. What? He's gotta be infected with that crap. He's gotta be infected with that crap too. Though he don't look much different. I had to. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to collect the IDA permeating this whole area. You're collecting IDA inside your own body? And at the same time, you're restraining it from amplifying your emotions? How is that even possible? I'm not restraining any of my emotions. I'm just waiting for the right time. That's right! Yep. I know, right? This game's incredible. Unfortunately, it's 3DS exclusive, and it's kind of high priced right now. You know, Project Cross Zone 1, the last time I checked, it goes for like 150 or just under that complete. I think this one goes for like 80 to 100. But this game, I believe, is the better of the two. And yeah, it's the best crossover game I've ever seen. I'm not restraining any of my emotions. I'm just waiting for the right time. What on earth are you up to, Vile? You'll see soon enough. The last piece should arrive any moment now. There's someone else coming? Dimensional warp signal increasing. An object of great mass is being transmitted. Oh, Lord! It's Sylphie! Great mass? Wait, isn't that Sylphie's shop? Right on time. Well, that was kind of an anticlimactic. What's he gonna do, shop us to death? Here I am. Oh, hello, everyone. Sylphie, what are you doing here? Did Vile summon you? He did indeed. Let's see. Good of you to come, Sylphie. I've been waiting for you. And here you are. Your right armor is now fully repaired. I'll be taking this. Your fee is already transferred. Thank you. Come back again now. Or come back soon now. Sylphie, even for a creature of pure avarice, this is going too far. As I told you before, I don't discriminate. All of my customers are equally important. I knew we should have punished her for real. If any of you survive the battle, I hope you'll stop by. We've got some great deals going on. I swear, I have never encountered quite so crafty a merchant. It will take some truly lovely clothes to make up for this one. Thank you so much, Redivide. That means a lot to me. I tried. And I'm really waiting for a certain other character to come so I can do my other voice for that character. Nice work, Sylphie. My right armor's never looked better. So all you wanted was your right back, Vile? No, there has to be more to it. Getting the Goliath back was just a bonus. My true goal is already achieved. Is this it? The IDA signal in this area is expanding rapidly. What? Sylphie, what did you do? Nothing. All I did was come to the coordinates Mr. Vile provided to me. Then what's going on? Wait, was his goal simply to lure Sylphie's shop to this location? That's right. All the pieces are now in place. The gold chains, my hatred, Ida, and the linchpin that will meld them all together. The spatial energy. Huh? That little store has that kind of energy? It may look humble, but to appear unexpectedly in far-flung locales like it does requires a surprising amount of power. So that's why you laid this trap? What's going to happen now? Something interesting. Something I think that you and X will find truly fascinating. What? There he is! Sigma has arrived! Chapter 27, A Summation of Malice. No, it can't be! Sigma?
よくやったババイ。この体、なかなか気に入ったぞ。
There is, by the way, no option for English voiceover. It's strictly Japanese only. Not like that's a problem. Just throwing that out there.
勘違いするな、シグマ。貴様のためにやったんじゃねえ。貴様が蘇れば、X が、ゼロが、より苦しむことになる。俺はそれが見たかっただけよ。その上で、奴らを壊すためにな。どんな気分だ X、ゼロ。再会を喜べよ。
X、そしてゼロよ。私は戻ってきたぞ。また、この世界に。
By the way, Sigma was the character I was really waiting for. Because I found out I can actually imitate the voice that he has in Mega Man X4. I wasn't sure if I could do it, but I tried it one day and found out I could do it.
お前は俺が止める。イレギュラーハンターとしてだ。
私自身とも言えるシューマウイルス。その力をもってすれば不死身と変わらん。
You know, I've heard people say that I've heard people talk about a theory that Zero was actually the one that infected Sigma. Because if you've played Mega Man X4, there's a scene where Zero and Sigma had a duel back when Sigma was the leader of the Maverick Hunters, and before he had gone Maverick himself. And Zero nearly killed Sigma, but then all of a sudden, this Dr. Wily symbol appeared on his forehead. He got a massive headache, and then Sigma punched through that gem on Zero's forehead and knocked him out. But some people are saying that that maybe Zero was under an influence of a virus at that point, and it could have jumped to Sigma and infected him. Because we do know that in Mega Man X5, there was a Zero virus. It's hard to say at this point, it really does. It really does sound possible. We know, like I said, we know the Zero virus is a thing. By the way, I did play all the Mega Man X games in my channel some time back. I played through Command Mission earlier this year, and I think it's so cool that on the DS version, there's an option to use not a 3DS, but a Game Boy Advance as a radar where you can find items. That's not an option you have in the PS2 version. So I thought that was a nice little bonus. The PS2 version has a demo of Mega Man X8 that is not in the GameCube version, but to be honest, I like the Treasure Radar better. Yeah, I would have never thought to pick up Mega Man X8 or Command Mission for the GameCube because I've had it for the PS2 forever. And then a friend of mine moved away in 2022, and his grandmother gifted me very generously the bulk of his game collection. And one of them was Mega Man X Command Mission for the GameCube. Turns out it even still had the card for the Mega Man X card game, which it turns out was the same card I got in the PS2 version, which leads me to believe it may be the same card no matter what, if you get it from the game.
このサイバースペースに漂うさまざまなウイルスプログラム
Okay, he just said virus program because when a Japanese person says the word virus, they pronounce it virus. So that's what that meant. He said virus program.
それを全て手中に収めるのも面白かろう
Okay, and there we see it right there. By and large, this game is translated better than the original Project Cross Zone, from what I understand.
勝てるかこの私に恐れおののくかこの私に
Do you really expect him to be nervous, Sigma? I mean, he's bested you like several times in the past, like 8 times. Yeah, well, it's out there. Physical copies do exist. Unfortunately, you can no longer get the DLC for it.
貴様が何度蘇ろうとも俺が必ず処分してやる
So, you know, you can only get what's on the card. I don't even know how to process that chin of his. His name is Sigma? Captain, who is this guy? He's a Reploid who went Maverick, the strongest and most evil one ever to do so. Once he was commander of the 17th Elite Unit of the Maverick Hunters. The 17th Elite Unit? But isn't that the same organization that X belongs to? Yes, X used to report to Sigma, and X was also the one who rid the world of him. That's not what the instruction manual to the original Mega Man X said. Unless the US version messed up, because it gives the implication that X didn't join the Maverick Hunters until after Sigma went Maverick and took most of the Hunters with him. Dr. Kane's journal says that X had decided at that point to team up with Zero, who at that point was the new leader. So how can X have been reporting to Sigma if he wasn't a member of the Maverick Hunters yet? Of course, it is possible that the American manual made some mistakes. We know Capcom's been guilty of that in the past, or Capcom USA has. I need to look into this a bit better. And now he's back. He said something about being a virus. Maybe he turned into the Sigma virus after becoming infected with Ida? That may be. That nearby bug data is definitely from the world. Damn, we really were played by fools. Hurry up with the gold chain salvage. He came back from the dead? So, it really is possible. All right, here we go. I see you brought company, but they can wait. X-Zero, I intend to start with you. This is it, X. Now the real fun begins. Bring it on, Violent Sigma. I'll defeat you both as many times as I have to. Sylphie, get back. Once we take down Sigma, we're going to seal off this entire area. I definitely had no idea this would happen, but I can't disagree that there may not entirely be a 100% lack of responsibility on my part. So make sure you survive. If you do, I'll sell you some exciting new information. I think you'll be donating us some exciting new information, lady. But thanks. We'll do our best to not die. Let's go.
行くぞ。
不利な状況には慣れっこでね。見ちゃいられないぜ。俺は前に進むんだ。
So when it comes to Kiryu and Majima, I try to
なんやもう終わりかいな。物足りんな。気引き締めろ。次はどうなるかわからねえ。
I try to do their voices from the original English release of well, Yakuza was what they were calling it back then. Back when Daryl, I can't think of his last name, the original guy who voiced Kiryu, and when Mark Hamill was voicing Majima. Those are the voices I try to replicate.
お前の渾身の一撃、俺が受け止めた。
おせっかいを焼かせてもらうわ。
At least these guys are easy pickings.
長中のショーダは痛いわよ。レンゲショー。
独自の牙、二連強中。相変わらず人間狂気のようだな、影丸。道を求めるお主はこうなってはならぬ。参る。勝負。
Wait, is somebody else poisoned?
その程度で俺に挑むか。一暴れしてやるか。受けてみ。冗談入り。破産し打ち上げる。これでしまいじゃ。死ぬのだ。ガラ空きだ。
Yeah, I'll go ahead and hit him with a super. For one thing, I like their super.
どけ、三島和也。風間流六連撃。そこだ。
For another, I want this dude off the map.
これで終わりだ。恐怖を教えてやる。
Almost got him, but not quite. Seriously. And they don't have enough SP to counter. They do.
ならば、こちらから行くぞ。
お互いついてないわね。
バッチグーな援護です。
おとなしくしなさい。手裏剣。誰切り。根性の別れだ。さらば、俺の任務はまだ終わっていない。
Oh, great. There's Byakuya X's here. I guess they had to do something to make up for the lack of enemy numbers. Like there's more enemies on this side, but they're weaker. Oh, there's a bunch. At the end of this chapter, I'll be able to show you all the teams, but you're not seeing all of them. I'm wanting to say there's like 20 pair units, give or take. The pair units are always bonded together. Thank you for the hydrate, by the way, Diesel Girl. Like, for instance, Ryu and Ken are always together. You cannot separate them. But the solo units can be, you can mix and match them however you want. And right now I have Ryu and Ken paired with Ingrid, whose first appearance was in Street Fighter Alpha 3. Which is why you're hearing, I'm pretty sure that's why you're hearing the Street Fighter 3 music, or Alpha 3 music there. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we need to preserve their SP as much as possible.
また二人と旅ができて。
仕方ねえな。ギルドの仕事としてお姫様を守りますか。なら僕は騎士として二人を守るよ。
足手まといにはなりません。行きますよ。聖なる風よ。
敵を撃つ光。
ピコハン。敵を連れ。ここでお洋服チェンジ。
So each attack that you don't use in a battle gets amplified for the next battle.
腕を上げたのは君も同じだろ。
So if I don't have to use a bunch of amplified attacks, I try to steer clear of doing that. So I'll have the amplified stuff when I need it. Great, they can't do it. Okay, wait. Where X? Oh, did X and Zero already? Oh, there they are. I was about to say, where the heck are X and Zero?
貯めておいてよかった。サブタンクを。
相手が相手だ。無茶をするなよ X。
ああ、その時は君が止めてくれ。ゼロ。
And there are as you can see, there's a bunch of enemy characters as well. I don't want to spoil too much of who all's in this, but I mean, in my personal opinion, they blend together so well.
次のターゲットに向かうぞ。そう、I am キャプテンコマンド。
Let's see. Now, see, Strider Hiryu and Hotsuma. Strider Hiryu, of course, being from Strider, and Hotsuma being from the more recent Shinobi games. Those were one of the teams that really had me salivating when I found out they were joining the lineup. And then, of course, Kiryu and Majima were the other ones, because I'm also a huge Like a Dragon fan. I've been playing a lot of Infinite Wealth off stream, as a matter of fact. And I platinumed The Man Who Erased His Name. That was a fun game. It's a shame the guy most responsible for this game at Namco is no longer working there, which a lot of people say makes it pretty much a foregone conclusion that there's not going to be a sequel to this. I really hate that, because these games are they're just amazing. I can't say enough good things about them. Okay. Yeah, we'll try. Oops. Okay, that works. And it's stunned too.
白猫の私が大暴れするからね。
ただでさえドタバタなのに、フェリシア君が入ったらどうなるんだ。
Yeah, could you imagine what it would be like if there was a third one on the Switch? Yeah, it's my favorite one too. I feel the exact same way. And of course, they're from Sakura Wars. Yeah, now see, just so there's no confusion, I'm not like button mashing. Like if you press the A button, you get like a big combo of attacks. And you have a different combo each for up, down, left, and right, but I don't have all the attacks unlocked yet. But with this game, you're only allowed to use 3 attacks per round, whereas in the original one, you could use every attack you had unlocked. So if you had all of them unlocked, you could use them all in one turn. Whereas you can't in this if you have more than 3 attacks at your disposal. No. I'm not letting them get run over by those bowling ball looking things. Yeah.
任務開始
Let's see. Can we take down the gunbolt? I think we should be able to.
どう倒すかが問題だな
やることは変わらないわいつもね
All right.
まずは出花をくじかないと逃がさん
自分たちの出番ですね
All right, Cloud. Thanks so much for stopping in. You know, believe me, I have days like that too. So no judgment whatsoever. But thank you for being here tonight.
この調子で最後までいければいいが
銃が効くなら倒せるってことね
Okay, we got rid of that. I am kind of worried about X and Zero though.
勝負だ
I want to keep them protected as much as possible. Okay, good.
はあひねり潰してくれるわ悪い一気に蹴りをつける
You want to make it to where you have both you have a support unit next to you, because if you do that, as you can see, they'll come in and join the attack and you'll get higher combos. Not only does that give you more damage, but it also
後始末をしておけいずれ貴様は同じところに
you also get more gold at the end of your battles. The higher the more hits you land in a combo. So there's more to it than just dealing a bunch of damage. Now, in the first Project Cross Zone, gold's not a thing. You're limited to just what you're able to pick up during the stage, but in this you can actually buy items,
修行の成果見せるわよ
which I thought that was a nice addition to the game.
動きで勝負よ締めくくりはこれよ
Which and you can also use items during your turn for like boosts or healing and stuff.
こうなってはならぬ
But I try to use those as little as possible. So again, so I can preserve them for when I need them most desperately. That doesn't always work out well for me, but most of the time it does. Ooh, they can counter? Okay, do it.
その程度の技で私に勝てると思ってるのこれが私の道
The good thing about countering is it means they don't have their guard up. So you don't have to break up a guard meter in order to start dealing damage. Because normally, if you initiate an attack, you have to break down the enemy's guard meter before you can start actually depleting their hit points. But if you counter, their guard's down, so every hit you do does damage.
お前とももう一度戦いたいぜああいつか我が宿願叶いし時に行くぞ覚悟
Okay, good. So that was 0 SP I saw. I was getting nervous there.
さて行こうか
I thought that was 0 hit points I was seeing. I was like, wait a minute. No, that can't be right. Dear Lord, let that not be right.
れも仕事じゃ堪忍せえ。
活路は自分で切り開くぜ。
わしを見てキュンとせえ。キラじゃない。紋章の力受けるがよい。さらば
Ingrid, dear,
まだ立ち上がるのか。
there's nothing. You don't have to look too down on your years. Let's see. I might actually have to
回復するよ。
use some items coming up. X and Zero, can you? Good, they can.
貯めておいてよかった。
Okay, we should be okay now. But we'll find out.
おっしゃー。この手で明日という星をつかむために謎の大きい言葉なり。
これが私の道。
ここは大技で崩しに行こう。独自の牙。貫き通す。受けるがいい。
私は人の道を行く。
鉄山空。邪気衣装。
Super time.
この時が来た。ご連絡。アキラ。頼む。今こそ砲撃運針総故障。闇に生き闇に死す。でしゃー。相変わらず人間狂気のようだな、影丸。道を求めるお主はこうなってはならぬ。
By the way, Kagemaru is my favorite Virtua Fighter character. I know pretty much Akira's the main character,
エリカ
and usually I gravitate towards. Well, I don't know if I can actually say that, because there's a lot of games where I don't gravitate toward the main character.
神お救いください。
And
この戦いの後、大神さんと交わしたあの約束を。
oh
どんな
lord.
約束なのかが気になるけど、今は行こう。
これが私の魂。なら負けない。
Oh, that's funny.
それでみんなで歌って踊っちゃおう。
If there's one thing you can count on with this game, it will make you laugh,
させるか。君ならできる。
as well as keep you very well
エ
entertained.
リカ、我が道を行きます。愛の御旗のもとに。
おお、これが俺の誇りだ。正義は勝つ。
Thank you.
それが真実だ。
もうおしまい。なんだ、つまんないの。
Don't feel bad, Felicia. There will be other fights. Don't you worry.
さくらさん、さくらさん。
こっちよ、聖型さん。オーマイガー。戻ってきて、二人とも。
I love that.
クロスオーバード満点や。先に仕掛けてくれ。
The only thing funnier than Segata is his interactions with Sakura.
立ち筋に迷いはなかったはずなのに。
It did. That thing was just too tough to be beaten in one attack. But
次
Wait,
から
what?
次へと。フォークリフトで蹴散らしたいぜ。
渋いの葉月ちゃん。わしなら戦車やね。
戦争でもするつもりか、真島の兄さん。
これが葉月流だ。さらに崩し。
こいつを
これは前に進むんだ。裏葉月。
もう戦争や。
the only Shenmue character in this is Ryo Hazuki.
葉月流の名を汚すわけにはいかない。
なかなかおもろかったで。
It just seemed to me like his best fit was with Kiryu and Majima. A lot of people say that Like a Dragon was basically the spiritual successor to Shenmue. Like it's saying, this is our consolation for never making a Shenmue 3. Even though there is a Shenmue 3 now, because Yu Suzuki managed to get the rights from Sega. Or at least the rights to do another game, because he got enough crowdfunding support. But a lot of people say the fact that there wasn't a Shenmue 3 for the longest time, they feel like a Dragon was possibly Sega's way of trying to make up for that. Either way, it ended up becoming my favorite series of all time at this point. I mean, there's just everything to love about it. Dang it. You stay there, because I'm not letting you get bowled over. Okay, good. We can actually fight something. Oh my gosh. My personal opinion, I would recommend starting with Yakuza 0. Not only is that one the first one in the story, but it will give you just what an exciting journey you're in for in the games that follow. The order of the main series starts with Yakuza 0, and then of course all the numbered entries follow after. Now, there's another series called Judgment. It's called the sequel's called Lost Judgment, but those are set in the same universe, but they involve different characters as the main character. Now, this one right here, yeah, it's kind of a spin-off. This one right here introduces the new lead character, Ichiban Kasuga. This is the 7th one in the series, so it takes place after Yakuza 6. And then the latest one is Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Like a Dragon is the original title in Japan. Or as the Japanese title is, Ryuga Gotoku. It literally translates to Like a Dragon. But I'm guessing they called it Yakuza here in the US because most of us know what the Yakuza is. And it's like it is a story about people in that life, so people would know at least what kind of theme to expect. That's why I'm guessing they went with that title at first, but Like a Dragon is the original Japanese title. Also, this is something else to look into. Let me grab this other one here real quick. I have this enormous stack of games here, and I'm going to have to pull a bunch of them out in order to get to this one. But this is something I definitely have to show you. You want to see the ultimate Like a Dragon spinoff? Uh-oh. Don't fall. Guess what they did? At least some of them. Story of my life. I'm no stranger to this, folks. No worries. I'll just pick them up later. Well, these two I can get to pretty easily. It was worth it, though, because this is too cool to not show. Yeah, they're close enough. Have you ever heard of this? This is Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise. That's the image on the original Japanese version of it. The original Japanese title of this, on the other hand, is Hokuto ga Gotoku. Yes, this is imagine Yakuza or Like a Dragon characters, or Like a Dragon features, I should say, features and gameplay, but with Fist of the North Star characters. That's what this is. This is, in my opinion, the ultimate Like a Dragon spinoff. It's like it's got the Fist of the North Star characters, but it plays like a dragon. What's not to love about it? I mean, really. I was trying to find that earlier and wasn't able to, and I just happened to look down and I was like, oh hey, that's where that went to. I've been wanting to play it more recently, so I'm glad I found it. And here's another cool thing. Not only does the game star the or not only does the game play like a dragon, but the guy who voices Kazuma Kiryu, the guy whose voice you've been hearing in the game I'm playing, he's the voice of Kenshiro in that game I just showed you. In fact, there's even a feature. You can get a skin where Kenshiro can be turned into Kazuma Kiryu at certain points. Not during most of the game, but at certain points you can do that if you so choose. I know, right? And I'm so happy that made its way over to the US. That was one of those games that I was afraid was only going to come out in Japan. And I'm so happy it didn't. I mean, didn't stay in Japan. Yeah, that's definitely a game more people should know about, I feel. And I like sharing lesser known games and trivia that I learn about games. So that's another thing. That's another thing you can expect to see when you come here. Especially if it's a game I'm really passionate about, like. I've been thinking lately about series that I know that I'm intimately acquainted with the story on, other than Like a Dragon, and the main ones that I realize that I know pretty well are Street Fighter and Castlevania. I've been trying to reacquaint myself with the story of Castlevania because it's got a rich story, and I feel like there are some games that got slept on that actually are very integral to the story. Like Lament of Innocence is one of those. I never hear anybody talk about that game, but it's actually a very important part of the storyline. It's actually one of my favorites in the series, but it's one I haven't played in quite a while. Please KO it. Thank you, X and Zero.
素晴らしい動きだったぞゼロ君さすがコマンドチームのリーダーなかなかやるな
自画自賛なんだろうかこれって
X, that's hilarious. He's like, sheesh, you guys, get a room. You don't expect to hear a line like that out of X, but that was hilarious. Oh, Lord. That's just one of those wonderful humor moments. So I full defended there. That's why that super didn't do any damage. I tend to save those full defends for when bosses are using their supers. Problem is, if the super targets multiple characters, then you can't defend against it. You can only defend against the ones that only target one unit. And I'm out of cross points. I hope I get to counter at least one more attack, because I'll need that. Oh, crap. Well, I can't full defend, but I can partially defend. Thank goodness I can do that. It might be for the best if I go ahead and unbind X and Zero, because we will need them to be able to. Okay, wait. Huh? Wow. Unfortunately, I had no other option for healing status ailments. Let's see. All right. You know what? Let's go ahead and take the fight to Vile. He cannot use supers while he's in that armor. He has to be outside the armor before he can use supers. Hopefully we don't have any status ailments. Okay, good. I was saying okay, good, because we were able to get a side attack and partner unit. My big question here is whether or not Vile's going to stay and fight further once his armor's destroyed again. We can go ahead and use some cross points here safely. You're right. That next attack is going to destroy that armor. Let's see. Now I'm going to have Chris and Jill take out this enemy here. So whatever damage he wants to do, he won't be able to do it. I mean, I know he's just a small fry, but still, even though small fries can be big trouble if you let them linger. All right. really want to hold out until they can heal everyone. Yeah, that'll heal everyone.
お救いください。
We'll let them finish off the armor.
フェリシアさん、一緒に黒猫のマルツのレビューをやりましょう。オッケー。白猫の私が大暴れするからね。
ただでさえドタバタなのにフェリシア君が入ったらどうなるんだ。
天国のママ、見ててね。
任務の遂行が最優先だ。
There goes the armor.
ご機嫌のラインダンス。それじゃ行っちゃいましょう。勝利のポーズ。もうおしまい？なんだ、つまんないの。
You really are strong. Very strong indeed. File, you're not going anywhere. I got what I came for. From now on, Sigma will keep you entertained. And I'll be sure to have my revenge on you in my own way. That rotten robot. I can't believe how well he's managing his Ida infection. We have to defeat him. We must not allow his hatred to spread any further. Once again, we'll take this thing out. I mean, we're gonna get trouble from Sigma one way or the other. Might as well eliminate trouble from any other source. Oh no, you don't. I know it didn't have many hit points left, but I want this thing off the map, like now.
終わりだ風間淳三島和也貴様がだうわそうだ目覚めろ風間淳
No other enemies left on that side of the map, with the exception of Sigma. I think I'm gonna start on the Byakuya X's.
嬉しいです。また二人と旅ができて。
仕方ねえな。ギルドの仕事としてお姫様を守りますか。なら僕は騎士として二人を守るよ。
Round all right, definitely go take care of that post-stream care. And thank you again for sharing your community with me. And I definitely look forward to seeing you again.
負けられない戦いなんです。
Have a great night and have a great meal. It's great to finally connect with you.
やればできるんです。行きます。シェイクリングブレイブ。
打ち崩すそこへ飛べ行くよユーリ決める
Well, they got rid of that one.
遅れんなよ君こそねユーリ貫け
And we have plenty of opportunities left for gaining cross points so we can defend against super attacks.
あまり過激なことは
私だって姫としていろいろ磨いているんですよ、フレン。
ピッカピカだぜエステル。いろいろ眩しいほどにな。
Wait, did they just learn their down button attack?
俺が行く
Uh-oh. I did not mean to do that.
一度でダメなら何度でも試すそれを繰り返せばいいじゃあこいつで何度でも試すとするか
わしを見てく キュンとせい。
悪いな、いただきだ。
天に代わってお仕置きじゃん。裏目に出ることもあろう。
Yes, it does, Ingrid. Yes, it does. Really? Wait, let's see. Nope.
さくらさん、さくらさん。
こっちよ、星型さん。オーマイガー、戻ってきて、二人とも。
俺が必ず救う。共に行くぞ、影丸。64ビット級。真面目に遊びきれなかったか。
Ow.
ああ、いいぜ。
Okay, we'll go ahead and take out the Akatana and
がっかりさせんね。
なかなかいい面構えだ。
Akira and Kage will probably be able to get rid of the other Byakuya X, I would think. Yep. There she goes.
手強いな。新横須賀港を思い出す。
お前仇の学生やろ。どんだけ喧嘩してきたんじゃ。
俺も若い頃を思い出す。
わかったわ。
I don't know, this is gonna be tough.
背中は任せるぜ、影丸。お主の背は狂気なり、その必要はなし。
これが私の道。
ここは大技で崩しによ。
勝負よ。風のごとく攻める。これで決めるわよ。
水車のごとく。
That's gotta be off the map. And we still have enough cross points to full defend against any super that's aimed at just one unit. And there's nothing but bosses left.
結構な手前であった。さらに精進すべし。もっと俺を熱くさせてくれ。
Ranmaru, Dokugozu, or Dokumezu, excuse me, and Sigma.
やってやる。
Sorry about your luck, horse face.
行く。
さて行こうか。
Okay, so I think there's characters who, no, there aren't. I was looking for characters with status ailments, and I'm not seeing any, which is a plus.
皆さんを癒します。
大丈夫だ。
Let's go after Ranmaru first.
負けられない戦いなんです。
お楽しみはこれから。そうする。
これもみんなのためです。私のセクシータイム。
Oops, I forgot they had another attack. Hold on a second. Okay, good. I thought they had a status ailment, and that's what I was checking for.
俺の武道受けてみろ真空波動拳かかと割りつなぎが甘かったみてえだなち
Well, hey, at least you leveled up. Okay, good. He's stunned. Yeah, it's been a while since I used that.
俺もやらせてもらうふれしっかり頼むぜそれ水撃和樹流の奥義裏だもらうぜどういう時やほなよう見とけ
Yeah, let's go ahead for
い
it.
つもより多めでいくぜああ神路王流極み
Ooh, they're doing more damage for each of those kicks.
死ねてやもう一度基礎練習だな
Next attack he gets hit by, it should be curtains for Ranmaru. And Venetian blinds too.
任せてください
I sure hope this finishes him off because I want to get at least one hit on
俺の拳を受けな
Dokumezu this turn.
強さ64ビット級
Got him.
はい通りますよこの僕だけははい次
And with that, 2 bosses remain. Well, what do you know? That was pretty interesting. Ranmaru, you ain't talking about Sigma's resurrection, are you? I knew it. There is a way to bring Lord Nobunaga back to life. And I know just who I can use in order to do it. He was acting alone this time, but I imagine that won't be the case the next time we see him. Let me guess, Coma? The Phantoms of Paris? Or maybe someone even more unexpected. Well, no matter who it is, there ain't no way we're gonna lose. Not to Ranmaru's twisted idea of revenge. Yeah, they can handle a super from Dokumezu.
人は我を犯さず我もまた人を傷つけず
これぞ我が武道の心得なり
だが下道はその限りにあらず
協力して倒しましょう
仲良く殴り込むとしよう
勝負よこれが積み上げた空風よ天神連華賞
独自の牙今ちょ星よ俺を導いてくれ天空お前
We should be able to get a super in on Sigma as well, I would think.
闇に生き闇に死すでよし失敗してもいい何度でも戦うんだ
He'll probably use. Oh, he didn't super. I thought he was going to. Well, that worked. All right, Sigma. You got 5 units all coming at you at once. Let's see how you handle it. Not saying he can't. He certainly can.
最後はおしゃれに楽しく エリカ次はもっと頑張ります
Oh, wow. Sigma got stunned there.
正義を見せよう 連続攻撃で勝負をかける。
続くぞエリカ君。
ニャンニャンを同僚だ。パワーグローブフルパワーだ。キャプテンコリドー完了。強烈山ランシングファイヤー。
Let's hit him with their super.
俺に合わせてくれ。
草原無フルパワークール
トルネードチェンジアルティメットフルパワー。捕まえた。これでとどめだ。
だいぶ足元が
I
ふ
do
らつい
believe
てい
he's
るよう
still
だね。
stunned.
Atashiね。あまりいい気はしないわね。
大神さん見ててください。
片付けさせてもらうわ。そこよ。
Okay, good.
続行する。
He might use a super. What?
切り裂いてくれる。真っ二つに引き裂く。
Wow.
よしか。この鉄拳を受けてみよう。ターゲット捕捉。逃がさずショットだ。螺旋弦魔を渡してやろう。好きだな浅いし。打ち倒すかてや。いまいましい。
That is so unfair that he's eliminating cross points.
泣けるぜ。
Wait, actually,
アイテムを。
hopefully that's enough.
俺が行く。道を開けてくれ。行け。集中させる。これで決めるぞ。リバースナック。ロケットランチャーで決める。ジェネシス。しびれろ。
急所を外したようね。
Okay, good. Sigma stunned.
回復するよ。
行くぞ。少ないチャンスを生かさないとな。
What?
いい意志だ。上だ。落ちろ。これでチェックメイトだ。キル。
甘いわね。
ダメージを与えた。次で倒すぞ。
行くぞ。サブタンクを。
This is ridiculous.
戦。私の背負うものだ。ここで敵の足を止める。このキャプテンコマンドーが裁く。キャプテンコリドーミッションコンプリート。一度距離を取るべきか。
ついてないわ。
Well, we're having a lot of luck with stunning Sigma over and
自分
over.
の仕事は果たす。遅れないで
He's
よ
having
クリス
even better luck eliminating all my cross points.
任務よ悪く思わないで。
Whenever he started doing that. Here it comes.
まとめて片付ける。宇宙の塵になるがいい。
That had potential. I'll save it for them. For right now, I'm gonna see how many cross points we can
俺は訓練って聞くと
we can get up for from fighting Dokumezu, because I don't think he can break our acquisition of cross points.
嵐吹き散らかします清き聖断セクシー
付き合い行くよディバインストリーク。
なんて強い相手
俺だな。たとえこの拳が砕けようと立ち止まることはしない。そん時は俺の足技をいくつか教えてやるよ。
見えそうで見えない
面白くなってきたぜ冒険。
わしの技いけてるじゃろ
このまま押し切る。ついに決めるぜ。せや旋風脚こいつで最後だ。灼熱そこだ。今
Okay, good. He's stunned, so he can't counter immediately. I guess Majima and Kiryu will handle this.
渋いの葉月ちゃん。わしなら戦車やね。
戦争でもするつもりか真島の兄さん。
黙ってはいられない。ここは任せときな。
Oh.
いつまで戦わなきゃいけねえんだ。
運命やキュリーちゃん。堂島の竜と呼ばれた男のの。
I can't believe we played right into an outsider's hands. Guess you should have worn your lucky horseshoes. We'll be the ones to examine those chains now. Nay, so sorry, Shinra. I'm afraid you took a bit too long. I'm so sorry, Shinra. I'm afraid you took a bit too long. Damn it! They must have been working behind the scenes during the whole fracas. Looks like I won't be getting punished today after all. Shucks. Maybe tomorrow is another day. Our plan is moving along smooth as butter, Shinra. You'll never catch up to us now. Well, nuts. They really did a number on us this time. Sometimes the deck is just stacked against you. Hopefully we can find a way to turn this around. Yeah, let's let Kazuya and Jin handle this.
瞬の手にってきたわい死ねー飛べ教習かこの俺の前に立つとはな勝負をかけるぞもらった終わりだ風間陣西名和也貴様がだ消えせろ
Well, I thought they might have been able to finish him off.
次はもっと早く強く打つ
But at least they leveled up. All right, here we go.
爪は女の武器よね
仕掛けるぞ
煙が出ます
They got him.
その締めはやっぱこれ
Oh, wow, and they almost reached level 25. This body burns. It burns. Sigma, this ends right here and now. Why the rush, X? We're only just getting started. Go back to the world you belong to, Sigma. Every world is a world that I belong to, including this one. Curse you, Sigma. So, Sigma is back. The greatest maverick threat the world has ever seen. Now we definitely have to do something. I'll update our records. He's sure to appear before us again. So yet another villain from our time period is running amok. We have no idea what he's planning next. We need to take him down as quickly as possible. Could Tongpu's goal be along the same lines as Vile's? Is she trying to bring him back? Phew. Looks like they really pulled one over on you this time, babe. It's true. For a merchant of my caliber to be used like that for free, simply appalling. It's the lack of compensation you decry? I had hoped you would take this opportunity to quit offering aid and comfort to the enemy. You're right. From now on, no more discounts. No, not like that. We mean no more anything with him. Got it? Okay, that's enough discussion for now. I just sent word to the commando team. To seal this area off, right? I suppose that's standard procedure when dealing with viruses. All right, then. Let us notify the doctor and be on our way. But what's our plan next? This all turned out to be a setup. And with the chains gone, we've lost our lead. If that's the case, I might have some information of interest. Let me guess, the hijacking incident? Yes, you already knew? Darn, there goes that sale. I was just talking to the commando team. They mentioned something about a hijacking. Hijacking? You mean like an airplane? And what does that incident have to do with us? Ah, I don't suppose you'd like to hear more details? Yes, Sophie. We'll pay your fee, so long as the info is actually relevant. The Space Symphony? This is an extremely troubling report we're getting in here. Hold up, I'm kind of lost. What's a Space Symphony? If the commando team is involved, that must mean we're in the future, right? I mean the future to us BSAA folks. That's right. The Space Symphony is a luxury passenger ship. And someone's hijacked it? When? Where? Who? Which? Unfortunately, much of the case remains shrouded in mystery. Well, wasn't this some useful intel? Someone did the thing with the other thing, possibly. The other clue is that it appears to be the work of a mysterious dance troupe. Dance troupe? Wait, that's gotta be the Rhythm Rogues. Oh, yeah. The ones who went on and on about dance energy. But what do they get out of hijacking a passenger ship? How are the passengers? Have the culprits made any demands? The commando team and Star Gladiators have verified that all the passengers are safe. So only the pilots are being held hostage? No, the pilots are all safe too. At least that's what I've been told. Then, what's the problem? Why doesn't anyone just rush in and take them down? This was attempted, but the hijackers put up such fierce resistance that the commandos and gladiators had to retreat. In that case, it sounds like the Rhythm Rogues' objective must be the ship itself. But the commandos and gladiators together are a formidable force. How could the Rhythm Rogues fend them off alone? They must be working with someone else. Like Shadaloo or Oma. There's also a good chance it could be Tong Pu and the other remaining disciples of the Grand Master. True, they did just lose the Balrog during our recent battle. I don't know if this will help, but there's been another incident that you might want to be aware of. Another incident? Is it related to the hijacking? Not directly. There have been reports of a huge dimensional vortex. A dimensional vortex? You mean a rift that connects to another world? Seems to be a running theme of this adventure of ours, doesn't it? Wait a minute. Sophie, would the location of that vortex happen to be... Indeed, it materialized in the exact same airspace as the hijacked Space Symphony. Well, now it all fits. They want to launch an attack on another world, and they needed a new airship to do it with. Looks like we better check it out then. They nearly invaded Basil once already. Doctor, we'll need to enlist the services of your Dragon Turtle again. Is it up to the task? I can't help but feel a bit gouged, price-wise. But yes, fueling and maintenance are complete. Always happy to be of service. So, Sophie, will you warp us to the location of the symphony? Gladly. I'll even do it free of charge. Though I ought to clarify that the distance I can send you is proportional to the amount you spend at my shop. What? You serious? That's highway robbery. That's brilliant. I should be taking notes. All right. So we'll go ahead and save here. It's almost that time, but we've got a few things to do first. First things first. We'll look at equipment. I wasn't sure if we were gonna have more equipment to look at or not, but it looks like we do. We may just be able to sell these. Okay. Well, if none of these meet my requirements, then we'll go ahead and sell them and be on our way. After we've done our shopping and taken a look at everyone's. Okay. Look at everyone's techniques. We need to go ahead and update that. Good thing we have. Oh, just short. Just short. Nope. Oh, wow. They got a lot of CP. They weren't even in the battle. They were. Nope, not quite. Oh, wow. What about you guys? Upgrade that. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, that's right. They did just get a new attack. So, of course, we're going to want to upgrade that. Is that all we can do? No? They weren't in that battle. They weren't either. Nor were they. They were not. They were not. All right, let's look at our solo units. Cool. Phoenix Wright wasn't even in that battle. He can upgrade his. She can upgrade hers. All right, cool. Now, let's go to the shop. Time to sell things first.
下取りいたします。これくらいでしょうか。何になさいますか。買い取らせていただきます。お買い得となっております。これはお高い。
Alright, so I don't think it was. Yeah, it was Restore Pill 1 that we used. I'm gonna go ahead and buy 4 of the other.
ありがとうございます。お買い上げです。お買い上げです。
And now for the Coupe de Gracie. It is time. Wait, what? There it is. We're buying Sophie's dress, folks.
あなたってとってもエッチなのね。
She's like, well, aren't you naughty? Now, see, this is a reference to the fact that you can actually purchase Sophie's dress in Forgotten Worlds, but only in the Japanese version. The perk to doing that is you get a large point bonus at the end of the game if you bought Sophie's dress. Which means, since you can't do that overseas, you can never score as high in that game as you can when you're playing the Japanese version.
それではごきげんよう。
All right, now let's see who we're going to get to wear that dress. Look at that. Every single stat is upgraded. Ooh. So more than one unit got something better. Yet another one who got upgraded. All right, now let's make sure the red hood is not going to be useful to anyone before we sell it off. So we've got 3 units that benefited from that one purchase. Expensive as it was, that means it was definitely worth it. Okay. That is everyone. We'll go ahead and sell the red hood. Though we didn't get much for it. Hopefully the amount we spent there will be enough to take us to where we need to go. But that is a story for tomorrow. We're going to go ahead and wrap things up here, folks. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. As I said, we will pick this back up tomorrow, and I'm hoping to be streaming the rest of this week and next up until Friday. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of next week, I will not be streaming. So everybody have a great weekend and next weekend. But this weekend, I'm going to be spending it with you guys as I love doing. In the meantime, let's go ahead and see who's on that we can throw a raid to. Let's see. I think we're going to raid into Star Scenical. I really hope I'm saying their name right. They're playing Pokemon Unite and are also a member of the Kokiri Forest. Thank you, Diesel Girl, and thank you to everybody for being here. I hope I spelled this name correctly. Oh, lovely. All right, folks. Once again, thank you so much to everybody for tuning in tonight. I had such a great time tonight, and we finally bought Sophie's dress. Will we get enough gold to do it again? Who knows? We did it once. It is possible. I'm wanting to say I was able to buy it at least twice. The first time I played through it. Had a Max Headroom moment there. But once again, folks, thank you to everybody for tuning in. I will see you back tomorrow when we continue Project Cross Zone 2. But for now, this is Thunderfist 1978, signing off.